Thank you, Chief Justice. Chief Justice, I stand on the protocols that has already been established this morning. As we mourn the passing of this phenomenal woman and a stalwart in the South African judiciary, we also celebrate his life. In a tenure at this court, the Constitutional Court, she had an enormous contribution to the realization and reaffirmation of constitutional principles that will remain foundational in our jurisprudence and ultimately in the protection of human rights to not only South Africans, but those who permanently reside within our beautiful borders. This is demonstrated in some of the cases, and I refer to the Ben one. This case concerns the responsibility of the judiciary to ensure that maintenance orders are observed. In this matter, she succinctly found that enforcement of maintenance payments not only secure the rights of children, but also uphold the dignity of women and promotes the foundational values of achieving equality and non-sexism. Her findings in this case demonstrated her relentless commitment to protection of women and children. The same goes for the matter of Khoza and others, and the Minister of Social Development and others, and Claudian and others. In her view, the importance of providing access to social assistance to all who live permanently in South Africa and the impact upon life and dignity that a denial of such accesses far outweigh the financial and immigration considerations on which the state rely. We, as the South African chapter of the International Association of Women Judges, recognize her excellent contributions to the jurisprudence of our country. Justice Mokgoro was not only a distinguished jurist, but also a beacon of hope for many women and girls. Just looking into her waking life, from a nurse to the Department of Justice as a clerk, maintenance officer, and thereafter a prosecutor. Thereafter, proceeding to be a lecturer at the University of Utah, and now the University of the Northwest. And she later became an associate professor. She rose above the systematic barriers to become the embodiment of resilience and determination and the advancement of women's rights in our country. She was part of the inaugural South African Constitutional Court. She, to us, was a trailblazer as the first Black woman to serve in this court. To us, it showed that it is also possible for other people. She set a good example for the rest of us. Being born and bred in Khalishiu in Kimberley, her appointment as the first Black woman to serve at the highest judicial level in the country was a beacon of hope to many women and young girls, especially to us who grew up in the townships and the rural areas. Justice Mokgoro was a patron of our chapter, the South African chapter of the IAWJ. We, as a chapter, were also privileged that Justice Mokgoro served as a member of our Presidential Advisory Board. The chapter was graced with a presence in many of our AGMs. I remember when she was our guest speaker in Kimberley, it was befitting for our then president, the Deputy Chief Justice Maya, then to pen a letter to her and thank her that even in her retirement, she was still interested. She did not only deliver her speech and left. She spent the whole weekend with us, still showing interest she's still being interested in us as women, judges. And she was the guest speaker again at our launch of our first journal. So the chapter recognizes and acknowledges unwavering support. And through you, Chief Justice, I just want to go through the letter that the chapter in appreciation wrote to her. And I'm so proud and happy that she had an opportunity to receive this letter on her 70th birthday, just to know that how much we appreciated her input. I'm going to read this letter. Try to be very fast. I quote verbatim. I hope it's not too long. No, it's a very short letter. It's just like a Christmas card. Yeah. It says, it would be amiss of us to be left out as you celebrate this very important milestone in your life, when we consider ourselves to have benefited the most and continue to be recipients of your fountain of knowledge. As a chapter, we consider ourselves privileged and blessed to be associated with you. You have been more than a patron, but a mother whose breast never ran dry, a mother hen who covers her chicks under her wings and protects them all the time. Being a woman in the legal profession has always been marked by resistance and obstacles from all corners of life, from societal norms and stereotypes to patriarchy, which plays the role of women in the kitchen. You have, however, showed us that obstacles in one's way are but just a milestone to be overcome and to be used to climb to greater heights. By watching your example, women all over the globe have been inspired not to let anything stand in their way and to excel, not only in the legal profession, but in whatever role they set themselves to achieve. Indeed, you are the epitome of excellence and poise. I close quote. In that note, I like to say, rest in peace, Justice Mokgoro, and we promise as a chapter that that beacon of hope through your legacy will live on through us to all the women in South Africa, and especially to the young girls who are still studying and aspiring to enter the